Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Irina, and today I'm going to do a cosplay tutorial for the character Dr. Temperance Brennan from the Fox TV show Bones. And so I'm going to outline some tips and some other things, clothes, and what you're looking for if you want to cosplay Brennan, if you're new to it. And I have a whole assortment of things I'm going to show you, so let's get started. First, we're going to start with the jacket. That's the most important thing for Brennan. You know, her jacket is, she has tons of jackets and coats, and they just tell who she is. But first, surprise, surprise, she's Brennan, her lab coat. So here I have this lab coat my mom got for me several years ago, actually back in 2013. It's darker than hers. Hers should be more of a royal blue, a slightly dark royal blue, maybe TARDIS blue. But mine is dark and I'm okay. My mom bought it, so she's not that specific. And I just added some details. I have here the name, T. Brennan. It's backwards on the camera, I think, but you just have cursive with some fabric paint, those little vials. White paint, you can just do that in Flash. Jeffersonian badge, if you can buy one on Amazon, it's like $8. I can include a link in the description. Really worth it, these details, to just make your lab coat more better. And if you're gonna cosplay Brennan, why not just go the whole mile? And then the ID card. I've been so excited to get this, so hype, and it's amazing. There's little Brennan. It's so cool. And it's the real PVC. Again, on Amazon. I can include the link for both of those in the description. And just, lab coat. So, yeah. If you have a lab coat already, you can customize it. If you don't, you should get one. I think if you're new to Brennan, start with a lab coat. It's kind of, it's iconic for her. And even people who don't really watch the show, they'll at least know you're cosplaying like a doctor or a scientist. The next choice is a business jacket. So Brennan sometimes wears these a lot. I mean, she wears them in the field, when she's out with Booth, when she's doing stuff, when she's at her desk sometimes and not really looking at the bones. And so this is just her go-to. So you can get literally any kind of style. I just got this from Goodwill in San Diego this summer, $10. And but like any kind of dark, suit jacket will work. Mine here is a sort of a dark gray. You can get a brown, probably not black, but brown, gray, that sort of a thing. Just whatever looks professional and pretty good. And so yeah, and that's a good sort of more sleek, sort of more go-to Brennan look, like on the go. And I really like that, so I'm gonna try doing that more. The final jacket choice is a trench coat. And I got this. This is actually the first piece of material I got for my Brennan cosplay. I got back in 2011. This is actually a kid's trench coat, but I mean I haven't really changed in size that much, and I think I fit in it. It still fits me, but just any trench coat. If you have a trench coat already, perfect. It doesn't actually have to be beige. It's not just like this one beige, like she's just wearing one trench coat the whole time. You can wear white. She's worn white trench coats, maroon, brown, just watch the episodes. I think maybe watch this episode and see specific styles that you want. I've seen she had some kind of dark reddish plaid maroon ones. That was really cool. I think for the trench coats, just watch the episode specifically if you want to get like a sort of, specific style. But that's really cool. I think her trench coats are amazing. She especially wears trench coats a lot later on in the seasons, 4, 5, 6, and later on. She wears a lot of trench coats. So if you want to sort of be that style Brennan. Yeah, she wears the business jackets a lot early in the seasons, and then later on more also business jackets, but also trench coats. So she's sort of, her style is evolving. The next thing that's most important is the tops, and there's 3 different types you can choose for your cosplay. They kind of have to be working with what your coat is, so you don't just randomly put them together, but just, see what she does mostly based on the episodes and stuff and the seasons. But one choice, my first choice, which is mine, that I wear a lot, are these tops. These are like the V-necks I have, but they look like scoop necks. Or in this one, you can see this scoop neck. And I just love these. These are especially reminiscent of her earlier seasons, season 1, season 2, and stuff. She starts, using them less and less as time goes on and starts using more college shirts, but I just absolutely love these. And they're like the simplest. If you have like a long sleeve shirt like this, or short sleeved, if you're wearing a jacket, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna see your arms, but You know, I have purple and blue here. I also had earlier a more kind of a plum that would work too. My personal favorite is, it's on the jacket here, is this. This one's really good. It looks almost exactly like one of hers. And it's just so cool. And like, you know, this jacket with this shirt with a chunky necklace, that's my dream. So if you're cosplaying from the earlier seasons, then definitely invest in a good scoop neck. And more neutral shades as well. She has later on, she has some dark olive green, you know, navy blue, that sort of a thing. She goes more color though, so sometimes she would have a, you know, a brown or a grey jacket, but then she'd have like a dark blue or a dark green sort of shirt, you know, to add a bit of color. It's dark color, but it's some color rather than just a neutral. Yeah. The second choice for a top that you can have is a collared shirt. This is actually my first collared shirt I have for Brennan. I just got it this year, this summer, collared shirt. Usually I don't get the my clothing items for my cosplays for Brennan specifically from the episodes, but I saw this in an episode, I think it was called from season 6, The Couple in the Cave, and it just looked gorgeous. Like, you have the collar layered right above over her lab coat. Just, I had to get it. I had to get it. Come on. So it's not just striped, you know, this is striped with a white shirt with grey stripes, but she wears a lot of different long collared shirts, especially later on. She wears a lot of long collared shirts, you know, light colors, white. There's a light blue one from season 1 though that I really love. I really want to get it, so that I'll try to incorporate into my own wardrobe. But you know, again, watch the episodes, see what colors maybe you might want to go for. You can use these for all three. You can use them for the lab coat, for the business jacket, and the trench coat, and you know, she just wears them. She's even worn these in season 1, these sort of collared shirts, so they work for any era, to be honest. They're kind of a good basic addition to your closet. These, she does wear these more in season 1, so these probably don't go with a trench coat. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you can't just randomly mix and match all this stuff together. So you wouldn't wear these with a trench coat, plus you couldn't see them in a trench coat, could you? Like the collared shirt, if you turn the collar up over the trench coat, you could see it. But these don't have that, so when you're wearing a trench coat, you can't see these. And she doesn't wear these that much later on anyways, so these would be in a business jacket, like especially season 1, like Zach said, her Brennan's outfit, an eco warrior, where she has a business suit and this sort of this plain tee. So that's definitely really good. Or this also works with a lab coat, but not with trench coats. So if you want a trench coat, try to go more collared shirts. Or my third option, which is also really good, this is more later, especially post-pregnancy Brennan. She wears a lot of these patterned blouses, and this is especially like the most awkward one to deal with of all the shirts, because you could go really specific and go screen accurate and look on Poshmark, but then that takes a lot of effort, whereas the other ones you just, you know, if you find a tee that's something she would wear, then that's fine, whereas these kind of have to be specific. These aren't specific that I have, I just found some that would work. But post-pregnancy Brennan, when she had Christine, she started wearing a lot of these colored blouses and these decorative blouses with her business jacket, and so you can just go for that. I probably might not cosplay as this. Definitely I'm doing the tee and the collars, but I'm not gonna do this, I think, because you kind of have to be specific. This kind of looks like something she had in an episode, but you know, I'm just presenting this as an option. But if you do find, even if you have a blouse that looks exactly like Brennan's, which in that case you're extremely lucky, but if you just want to go find one, make it screen accurate, then that's great, you know. But again, specific, this is more post-pregnancy Brennan, so past season 6 and 8 and 9, etc. Although later on she does wear collared shirts, but she does wear these blouses a lot more often. Okay, next part of the tutorial is the pants. So obviously that's important, you can't just walk around without pants. So you technically have 2 options, and from those you have more options. You could have either jeans, which I prefer, I have jeans, I have lots of jeans, or you could do business pants, like if you have with your a matching with your business jacket, if you're going for that, or even just if you're not wearing a business jacket but you have business pants, then that really works. But for me, I'm too lazy to go buy, you know, those pants, and I would never wear them, but I do wear jeans. And she does wear jeans, okay? I'm not just, she does wear jeans. So if you want to go down the jeans route, then you have two options for that. Also, again, you can't mix and match with your shoes. I'll explain in a bit. So just regular jeans, the ones that have, they're not skinny jeans, the ones that have the bottom here, that you can see a little bit flared. Not completely like disco flared, but just a little bit of flare. And so that's just a good, these would work if you're wearing heels with Brennan. She doesn't wear heels very often. I mean, she's Brennan, she's in the field, she's not like a forensic anthropologist, you know, going into fields and looking at dead bodies and stuff. So heels don't work for that. Her cosplay is more boots, but she does in the promo pictures and I think in the lab as well. Does wear heels, so if you have heels, you have flared pants, perfect. You can mix them, put them together and wear that. And with the pants and shoes and with the jackets, that you can mix and match. Yeah, you don't have to be specific and be like, oh, I can't wear flared pants with a lab coat. It's mix and match. It's just with the coats and the shirts that's a bit more specific, but everything else is a bit fine. The second option of the jeans is skinny jeans. I prefer regular jeans. They're comfier than skinny jeans, but for Brennan, for skinny jeans would come in handy if you're wearing boots, because you can see the bottom, obviously. That's a really thin, it just goes right around your leg. Because if you're wearing boots, especially Brennan wears these sort of tight, not tight, but they do go against your leg. This, for example. And so these would go around your leg, just a little bit below your knee. And flared pants wouldn't work with these, because then you'd have to fold it in, and it wouldn't work. So, you know, skinny jeans will work well for that. And so that's the thing, that you can't mix and match those, but, you know. Again, it just depends on your style, what you want to wear. Also, as for the boots, she wears black boots a lot. They probably shouldn't have this buckle on them, just plain. Literally the most basic that you have of boots. Dark brown or black is what I'd go for. She does wear black a lot, so if you have black boots that are basic, you're like halfway there. That's perfect. So that's it for the main clothes. Now we have the important part, which are the accessories. Some of them are a bit more optional, but what I'm going to say right now is the most important part. Like, you actually cannot skip this. If you're going to cosplay Temperance Brennan, you cannot skip this. The chunky necklaces. I mean, if you've seen even an episode of Bones, you'll know she loves chunky necklaces and chunky earrings. And by chunky, I mean the actual, you know, stones, chunks of metal, you know. This sort of like what you see in shops sometimes, and they're really pretty, and they look sort of like, you know, people who are going on, might buy from souvenirs from a country or something, or traveling, I don't know. You might not necessarily want to wear them because they're not fashionable or like on trend, but I love them to bits, especially because I've been in. This one, my mom, I mean, I would like to say I borrowed it from her, but yeah, this one's so pretty. If you've seen my cosplay pics of Brennan on Amy's Bad Wolf on Instagram, you'll have seen this. I even posted just the picture of the necklace. It's a really pretty one. I just did a recent cosplay with this one too. You can see that. It's a bit more basic. I have another one that's so pretty, another necklace with a gigantic blue gem in the center. I can't find it, unfortunately. But I'll try to share some pictures on my Instagram if I do find it, so go to Amy's Bad Wolf. Next would be the earrings. These are also very important. You can't have Brennan wearing a necklace with no earrings. So, chunky earrings. The thing with the earrings, they can mix and match. They don't need to be, you know, from the same set. In fact, I have earrings that were part of the second necklace, which are these. These were part of the second necklace. But I'm wearing them a lot with my first necklace, the big amber one, because they just look better, don't they? Because that one doesn't have any earrings, but these are just so cute, aren't they? Plus the other one does have metal accents, which work. So just mix and match, whatever looks good. I have another necklace that also had the one that's missing had these blue little earrings on them, these bulbs, but I didn't like them, so I went and got another one, and those look better. Although I think with that necklace I also might wear these. I just love these. Like, these are my, look at those. I love those. My favorite Brennan earrings. They just scream Brennan to me, but... Well, there's also some other earrings I have, I haven't used these yet in a cosplay, but those are quite cute. Kind of vintagey. Don't know if you can see those. Those are really pretty. I actually haven't worn them, I think. Also for my mom. Also, these came with another set. The camera is hard to see, but these are like this purple. See, it's what was it again? Abalone, I think. It's really pretty. And those just mix and match, whatever you have. Like literally, you know. I think if you have any dangly necklaces that are like stones, basically any of them would work. But try not to have them be too much of a modern style if you do already use stuff that you already have, because you want more this sort of rougher style that isn't just modern, like, you know, fine cut, whatever. It should look a bit raw, a bit more, you know, something you might find in a shop somewhere, like an actual small shop that might make stuff. Rambling, I'm sorry for that. This is my first video, so, like this. But next part, this is optional, but I love it. I haven't actually done it in a cosplay picture because I only just recently found it, but I have this dolphin ring. And this might technically be small spoilers. I especially have some friends who I'm watching, season 1 of Bones with. This is in the finale. I'm not gonna say the spoiler, but Brennan finds her mom's belongings, and, you know, her parents were missing for like a lot of her life since she was 16, and she found this, she had a dolphin ring that her mother had. She also found a dolphin belt buckle, but I don't have one of those. And this is just so cute. It's not exactly, I don't remember actually what that one looked like, but this one's so cute. And so the next time I cosplay Brennan, I'm definitely gonna wear this, because that's just feels and nostalgia and everything. Yeah, so sorry for that feels overload, but definitely, you know, if you've already seen this moment and you want to get a ring like that, then definitely go for it. It adds a lot of emotional impact to the cosplay as well. My mom as well just gave this to me. I don't know where she got it. You probably could just look on Amazon maybe. Dolphin ring. It's these. This one is really cute. It has these little dolphins. One dolphin on each side. They're not exactly touching. Just sort of like Brennan and her parents. I won't say, but she does have a hard time trying to connect with her family and finding her family, so that's another symbolism that I just thought of. Now the rest of this is all optional, that I'm saying now. But if you want to make your cosplay even more authentic, definitely. My favorite right now is my skull. And I swear, this isn't a real skull. It's not. I mean, come on. Any person who knows skulls knows it wouldn't be. This is not hollow. This should be hollow if it was a real skull. So is this. You can see that there's actually a cave. There's a tiny hole, which is I guess it's okay, but it's not a real skull. Also, this little thing broke off, so the mandible, I should say, can't really attach. I'm pretty sure a better skull would look better anyways, a real skull. But I got this from Amazon, 20 bucks. I'll include the link in the description if you want this specific one. I think probably the little bit that broke off is just specific to mine. I doubt they're all made like that. The picture seemed to show that it was fine. Mine was probably just broken. And just, especially if you're the lab coat Brennan, although any Brennan, if you have a skull, that's just, like, it confirms that you're Brennan, doesn't it? Because if you're just wearing, like, your, even if you're just wearing a lab coat, or you're just wearing, you know, a business jacket, you're not going to really look like Brennan that much. And people may not recognize you. If you have a skull, they may not recognize you anyways if they don't watch the show, but they'll at least kind of know that you're that person that does the skulls and stuff. Deals with bones and all that. And this is cool. Also, I upgraded, because this, like a Cyberman, I upgraded. I have this skull I just got this summer. Since about 2012, I used this Dollar Tree skull. I'm not going to shame the skull. I feel bad for an inanimate object that I'm not going to shame the skull. But you can just see, it's, you know, but I mean, this was when I was like, what, 13, 14. It was a good thing to have then, and I probably didn't know that you could buy fake skulls on Amazon, so. But, you know, but this skull did help. I've made some paper maches and stuff out of it, Halloween, some other skulls, to save even more money, even though I could have just bought more $1 skulls at Dollar Tree. Okay. Anyways, so, there's my little skull. I'm going to treasure it for the rest of my life. I have one last detail, again optional, although not really optional when you think about it, especially if you're the Brennan that's like wearing a lab coat and going out and doing stuff, is her bags. So I actually have 2 different bags here, both my mom gave to me to use for my cosplay. This looks, okay, the lighting makes this look like a weird orangey, this should be more a light brown. But yeah, light brown, this is black, and it's just, you know, this sort of thing, and you just fit some stuff. And you would use this probably just put your stuff in when you're Brennan. I also, because I'm very extra, especially when it comes to my cosplays, and especially when it comes to Temperance Brennan cosplays, that I do stuff like, I have a petri dish, I have in this bag, I have some vials, that's what I also have in here, because I'm very extra, and I really want to be Brennan, so that's why these are in here. I have a pencil, although that's probably obsolete nowadays. Although I do have to take a lot of notes. I even have this, a detective game thingy in here. Whoopsies. Fingerprinting kit. I don't know if Brennan would do fingerprints. There's actually, in episodes, she's done stuff with fingerprints where she doesn't need a kit. Like, there were times she's used tape, cocoa powder, stuff like that for fingerprints, and that sounds fake, but it's not, I assure you. Those are actually from season 4 and season 7, respectively, the tape and the cocoa powder. Yes, I have a weird memory that I can remember some strange stuff like that, but I can't remember other important things in my life, including school. This is just going to turn into a whole time of me exploring what's in this bag. I literally put stuff in this bag in 2012, so I don't remember. It's weird. That's not what Brennan would use. That's some weird film. But yeah. Oh, also, this is kind of optional again. But, I mean, come on. If you're gonna cosplay Brennan, I don't think this can really be optional. Especially if you're a die-hard fan of the show or just really love it and really want to be Brennan. Is gloves. That took forever to get out. You know? And especially if you have a skull, I would definitely strongly recommend that you get some gloves, because if you have a skull and you're holding it with your gloves on, that just looks so professional and so good. And also, you would think about Brennan, she doesn't really like to touch the evidence with her bare hands because it's evidence, so she wants to try to use gloves as much as possible. When she looks at the bones, especially like the ones in the bone room that are all cleaned, she would definitely be fine with using her bare hands, but like, you know, if you're out in the field, then try to use gloves more. Also, one last thing I forgot to mention. I'm not going to do a makeup tutorial for Brennan. I'm just not a makeup buff. I'm not good with that, really, so I'm not going to do that. But I want to give you some tips for her hair. Her hair is really simple. It's like mine. And my hair is like the same color as hers, which I really love. And so mine is just plain, but you would probably want to try to curl it a bit, either with a curling iron or the night before, you know, shower. Wrap your wet hair in with like some, you know, rubber bands or ponytail things. I forgot what they're called. You know, let that, you know, curl it into a thing and then do that for the rest of your head. Overnight sleep, wake up and you have some good curls. She's not very obsessed with stuff like that, just a little bit of curls, a little bit of bounce, a little bit of texture. Although she does have times where she has her hair completely like straightened, if you're just lazy and you have straight hair but you don't want to do anything. But I feel like those, she does not look as good with that. Also, if you have bangs, do not worry. In all of season 6, she's wearing bangs. And she actually wears them sometimes either on her whole forehead, or if they're a bit long, she tosses them a bit to the side, so they're kind of on her forehead, kind of up here, and it does this little thing. It's so pretty. So whether you have hair that's just like mine, just long, or if you have bangs, you can cosplay Brennan. And she's adorable. She looks adorable as bangs. So if you have bangs, I would strongly recommend you cosplay Brennan, because I'd love to see that. That'd be so cute. Depending on what jacket you're wearing, if you're gonna be her lab coat, you know, you're in the lab, you're wearing the lab coat, strongly recommend you use hairbands. That's what they're called. And you tie up your hair in a ponytail. Just some neutral, literally, again, the most basic for Brennan. You probably won't be able to see it on your cosplay, but still try to get a grey or a brown or black. And just, you know, she usually tosses her hair up high. I don't really tie my hair up that high when I do a ponytail, but she does. And just, you know, tied up in a ponytail. That kind of looks a bit, my ponytail is much shorter because my hair is shorter this year. But, you know, just a basic ponytail, because when she's in the lab, she doesn't want her hair getting everywhere, does she? And she wants to be able to focus without having, you know, her hair in her face. And she has a lot of hair on her head, so it's always kind of in her face. And it's also more hygienic, you know. You don't want evidence just slewing all over the bones and hair falling out and stuff, so yeah. So definitely, if you're gonna cosplay her lab coat, then keep that in mind, definitely. So that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, thumbs up, comment below. If you have any of your own tips, if you already cosplay Brennan, leave them below. If you have any questions for me about Brennan, please comment. I will answer them as best as I can. Please subscribe to my channel, and you know, stay tuned for my next video. I might do some more cosplay tutorials in the future, but probably not that much because I don't have as many characters that have so many clothes like Brennan, but I'll definitely try. So thank you so much, have a great day, see you next time, bye!